Welcome back. You're watching the CNBC-TV18 special. We're in conversation with the Telecom and IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw on the announcements that have been made as part of the Prime Minister's visit to the US. Companies like Micron announcing an investment into India, kickstarting the government's efforts to try and build out a semiconductor industry here. Mr. Vaishnaw, you spoke about 2 or 3 announcements that we should expect. Are these all likely to be US companies that will in some form or fashion set up base or partner with India or invest in India, or are these likely to also include non-US companies?
People from all over the world are showing interest. There is a lot of interest from non-US companies also. And of course, the US companies are very much interested.
Okay. Mr. Vaishnaw, specifically on the areas of that India is going to take the lead, as you pointed out, would it be fair to assume that it will largely be on the fabless side, on the design, development, R&D side, that India is likely to take the lead, given the talent that we enjoy?
Of course, India is one of the major design centers in the world, with about 50,000 design engineers working for various organizations in the world, right? That lead is already practically there. Now the lead will be more in manufacturing. See, if you look at the cost structure of this industry, 1, India will have a very competitive cost structure. 2, this is an industry where design element is very much a part of the manufacturing process. Right? Unlike many other industries where the design can be done in one place and manufacturing can be done totally in other places. This is an industry where throughout the manufacturing process, very sophisticated technologies are there, very sophisticated design inputs are required. So that's why our combination of low cost, comprehensive ecosystem and availability of design talent gives us a huge advantage. That is what the world is looking at. And after the first successful semiconductor unit being set up, and the world is also watching the progress of Micron unit. So once that happens, the confidence in the industry grows very significantly. That's what we are expecting.
Is there likely to be part of this a partnership between India and the US, a tripartite partnership as well, with Taiwan perhaps coming on board? The US, of course, making no bones about the fact that they want to deepen their engagement and have been deepening their engagement. Taiwan, of course, is the capital as far as the semiconductor industry is concerned. Are we likely to see a tripartite arrangement of any sort?
Definitely there is a kind of, Quad is already there. And Quad is considered semiconductor as one of the key sectors on which the 4 countries must cooperate. So yes, there is a multilateral and a geopolitical kind of help that we are getting, kind of tailwinds that we are getting. So that of course is there. And companies from Taiwan are also showing good interest in diversifying their production base into India.
Okay, let me ask you about another aspect that is, of course, the big buzz today, and that is artificial intelligence. And I understand that both sides are, of course, engaging on what can be done as far as possible regulation is concerned, etc. Where do those talks lie? Where does that dialogue stand between both sides, especially when we talk about something like artificial intelligence?
See, we are consulting with the industry. We are talking very intensely with the industry to see what is the right approach towards regulating AI. On the one hand, we have to make sure that the innovation continues. The benefits which can come from using AI, and AI has been there for last many years in India, right? Sector after sector has been using artificial intelligence in India. So without killing the innovative part of AI, how can we make sure that the harm which can cause from the power of AI, power of using AI, especially in creating content, that how to limit that harm? That's the focus of our discussions, and we have got very constructive inputs from the industry, and we definitely will be moving in a way which will be good for innovation, good for society, while making sure that AI remains safe, making sure that the harm from AI doesn't come to the humanity.
Since we're talking about AI and, data, of course, is also, and regulation and privacy is also, challenges that governments across the world are grappling with. I want to understand from you on the recent reports as far as the COVID data breach is concerned, and now there is, I'm given to understand, the possibility of an investigation. I don't know whether that has in fact been formally launched or not by the government, but if you can help clarify on what you believe has happened there and how the government plans to address it.
Of course, very detailed investigation has been going on in that case, and I would not like to comment on it at this point of time, but the investigation have actually figured out what exactly was the root cause. So let the investigators really come out and make that announcement. What's important is that every step that needs to be taken for protecting the privacy of our citizens' data is being taken. The data protection bill, the digital personal data protection bill, that also has made very good progress, and hopefully we should be tabling it in the parliament in the coming session, in the monsoon session. Overall, the comprehensive regulatory framework for digital economy, the telecom bill, the digital personal data protection bill, and the digital India bill, all the three bills which will lay out the framework for digital economy regulation are in good progress, are making very good progress.
And do you anticipate that all three will move in the monsoon session, sir? Or do you believe that it's only going to be the digital data protection bill that will make it to Parliament in the monsoon session?
We are targeting DPDP bill as the bill to be tabled in the monsoon session, and the other two bills in the later sessions.
Okay. Since we're speaking about investigations, sir, and here in the US as well, every member of government that spoke did, of course, offer their deepest condolences on the horrific train tragedy that took place. There is an investigation. There is also a CBI probe that's currently underway. What can you share with us at this point in time in terms of what you believe have been the lapses, and more importantly, what will be the remedial measures from here on?
See, we have invested close to 1,78,000 crore rupees in safety in the last 9 years. 1,78,000 crore rupees, which is about 22 billion US dollars. That much amount has gone in improving safety in the railway systems. The whole focus over the last 9 years has been to come up to the world standards in terms of automatic train protection, right? From 2016, when the new system was developed and tested, all those steps have gone in, and we have very, very sincere and scientific approach towards improving safety in railways. The current incident, the recent sad incident, the tragic incident, the investigation in that is being done in three different ways. One is the internal technical investigation of railways itself. Second is the statutory body, the CRS, Commissioner of Rail Safety. They are doing their investigation in railways. That's a body which is outside railways. Third is, of course, the CBI investigation which is going on. All the investigations are progressing significantly, and we do think that in the coming weeks and very soon we should get the final output from those investigations.
Mr. Vaishnaw, before I let you go, some announcements have already come in, and some more you've told us are likely to come in as well. By the end of this calendar year, what would you believe are the milestones that you're likely to be able to achieve? What would you hold as being satisfactory performance as far as your efforts to actually move forward with the semiconductor policy and drawing in investments? What are the targets that you've set for yourself?
See, when the program was launched, we promised to the country that within 14 to 16 months, we should have the first major breakthrough. And I'm so glad that our Prime Minister has guided us throughout this process. From every step of the process, he has taken personal reviews, he has taken multiple reviews, and today we are at a very good milestone, which is the announcement of Micron's first semiconductor unit. in the next 12 months from now, we should be able to have at least one more major semiconductor unit announced. We should see construction of the first unit at a good pace. We should see the first batches of semiconductor engineers, that the course curriculum we have done, the 104 universities with which we have tied up, that should progress very well in the next 12 months. That would be the focus. And the next big focus will be to make sure that those 250 odd different ecosystem partners which have to come, they come to India, they set up their bases, they set up their partnerships, and make sure that they are very comfortably placed. They should be comfortable working in our ecosystem, our environment. So once that is set, then it becomes a hockey stick-like growth. So that will be our focus, setting the base.
Well, Mr. Vaishnaw, we wish you the very best of luck with that. Appreciate you joining us today to take us through the announcements that have been made as part of Prime Minister Modi's visit here to the US in an effort to deepen the partnership between India and the US and the efforts to build out India's semiconductor industry. A first step has been taken, an important first step has been taken, and we look forward to hearing more from you on the next. Appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us here on CNBC-TV18.